Hi, folks. Remember us? We went on holiday, and now we came back. Welcome to Godlike Games. We're going to go to space and play some. Do the full title.
Coriolis.
Coriolis. No, I was like, should I do the full title?
Yes,
like,
do it.
So what is it? Coriolis, Mercy of the Icons, Part 2.
Part 2.
The Last Cyclade, Act 2, the Cyclade Dance.
Is that it?
Mission.
Episode 17.
I have to go and check the podcast because that's got like the full like number run on it.
Pause and in the edit.
Oh, like one of them dubbings, like.
Yeah.
I'll do this. I'll lean forward so you can't see my mouth, and then I'll like.
17. Let's use a different voice.
You have to come and check YouTube at the weekend to see if I actually that.
Episode beta.
Gunning.
Oh yeah, spoilers. I probably won't. Anyway, folks, look, can you tell we've been away for 2 weeks and we're a little bit giddy and silly? Pete looks giddy and silly. How are you, Pete?
Hi, I'm Pete. I remember how to do this. I've been away in the trees.
Oh no! What did Booley do?
What didn't he do? Oh no, sorry. Yeah, family vacation. Yeah, so lots of fun. And I'm back. I'm ready for some space.
Cool. Frozen in time for 2 weeks. How was Yusuf?
Yusuf's okay. Yusuf's getting further and further into this strange mystical stuff that's going on in his brain. So I think he's probably about to discover something really amazing or get horribly murdered. One of the two.
Oh, cool.
Maybe both.
Yeah. Go for the big win.
Yeah. As long as Silsilla records it, that's fine.
Speaking of Silsilla, how are you, Graham?
I'm pretty good. Work is quite stressful, but it's okay because I had this afternoon off. I feel quite chilled out.
Good. And how is Silsilla sat next to Yusuf?
Well, Silsilla is under the impression that he's going to get mystic powers from these people, so I'm looking forward to find out that's not true. But yeah, that's the misapprehension he's labouring under. And I guess he's quite chilled out, like this is important to Yusuf. For me, for Yusuf, there's food, it's all good.
There's food. Everything.
Priorities.
He's actually quite mad as well, actually, if I remember. It does seem like a long time ago. But he's never seen this, like the underneath stroke behind parts of the station, where everyone who's not fancy schmancy or perhaps human is made to live. So he's a little bit like, fuck everybody.
Yeah, it's the cellar is like a strange twist on because
it's the real Coriolis.
Yeah, Coriolis is supposed to be like the place, isn't it? Everyone can go there, and really, it's just like the rich people place,
like Space Cheers.
Like Space Cheers. Yeah. Somebody who definitely can go to Coriolis is Shanaz. How are you, Ben?
I'm well. Yeah, I've been in my cupboard. I don't go out. It's great. There's a world out there, and there's this big light in the sky. It freaks me out. So,
but like top 20 reviewed GM on startplayinggames.com.
Oh, well done.
Top 20.
20, nice.
And today I got Cypher System core rulebook through the post, so I'm going to have a little read through that.
Nice.
Cool.
Started running this game called Coriolis.
Coriolis, yeah.
Yeah. I'm running a scenario in that called Mercy of the Icons. Have you heard of it?
Yeah. It's just very shallow, very linear.
Lasts about 10, 20 minutes, I reckon. Yeah.
One or two one-shots in it, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's amazing. Somebody who's not reading Mercy of the Icons, somebody who's living the Mercy of the Icons. How's Shanaz?
Shanaz is a whole book ahead of me, so it's all good.
Yes. And in some cases, a book ahead of me. She doesn't know it, but she is.
Shanaz is great. Yeah, she's got big plans. She's been motivated by the boys to institute sweeping changes across the entire Third Horizon.
Yeah.
She's going to Mirror to learn memeturgy.
Yes, we are going to Mira.
Oh yeah.
We wanted to go to Mira, so we found some jobs that were heading that way, kind of
I had a
thing.
buddy, his name might be
Varian.
Yeah.
Varian has said maybe he'll lay off the harassing situations.
Varian is giving us a cover mission so we can go to Mira without him getting suspicious, but we're actually going to Mira so that we can investigate stuff for the Red Spider Network, except we're actually going to Mira because there's some kind of secret smuggling thing going on there that we want to find out about. Except our real reason for going to Mira is so that I can find out what's happening to all the courtesans and the Alarm's Temple, and maybe fight a monster in a valley.
So I think the end outcome is we'll find out that we're secretly double-crossing ourselves.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Seems about right. We actually are the smugglers.
What? Yeah.
And the monster.
The thing we're
Am I the
going
people?
with is what's being smuggled.
Yeah,
like, what?
it's when we get to the end of this arc and we just have Kirsch being like, yes, very good, you found me. Ah, very good. Do you like a lizard? Just lizards everywhere.
Point, we're taking our fucking copy machine.
Just leaving the ship with a coffee machine. So we've arranged a number of missions that think we're doing missions, but really we're doing missions for them missions.
Get paid by all of them.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Did the Red Spider Network actually pay us? Or is that like expenses so that we can hand wave
a lot
portal
of
jumps?
the like
I
running
think we
of the
need to
ship.
stock up before we go then, right?
They cover that kind of stuff. And portal fees, they've said they'll cover a chunk of the portal fees and stuff.
Yes.
Providing you go on caravan. Sort of
We're
stuff.
quite broke. We spent all our money on Rebellion.
Freedom.
We did spend a chunk of money. Yusuf is now funding a union of sorts.
Yeah, aren't you two like 30% shareholders in the revolution?
Yeah.
I mean, I gave
Yeah,
my
I'm
money
thinking I've got to have a
Yusuf.
few. I've got to have a few hopefuls who want to come along with me on my journeys, right? It's got to be a. Are there Steve Dawes in Mirror?
Well,
remember if-
that was what critical fail. I've left the campaign book over there. I think.
Graham, go fetch.
Yes, thank you. And I've realised I've left my notepad over there as well. I'm like, ah, I'll get it in a moment.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I've left my notepad all the way over there.
I will go
Oh, dice. We
I
need
was going
dice
to comment
guys.
about my office,
okay.
but then I remembered.
I
need
have to get
dice
them
out.
myself.
Yeah.
I can still go that way.
Oh.
I ran a game of Monster of the Week for my daughter's filling in the gap because it's not quite your birthday party at the weekend with her and 3 of her friends, and they had a fine old time hunting down monsters in mysterious New England high school.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And were they pissed when they discovered it was an alien?
Oh.
They're like, we wanted monsters, we go out here hunting vampires and werewolves, and it's an alien.
Oh, adorable.
All right.
Cruel parent.
Did they kill it?
No, they attacked its spaceship though, which was fun.
I like that. We hate you so much, we're going to force you to stay in high school.
This book I want.
It's torture, right?
Not this book. For people, because we part funded the Black Hands so they could get a seat in the Council of Thousands, which
She
is
got arrested, didn't she?
It does sound like a gang of murderers, right? Doesn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
It's from their toil and the dirt on
their
their hands.
are black from the labor
Yeah,
that they did.
I know. It's great. I'd like it, but it does sound like the Black Hand.
Black Hands.
I played White Wolf in the 90s. I know what the Black Hand
Oh
really
yeah.
is.
Um,
Justin Achille going off his rocker and writing a whole side quest thing from Vampire into the Underworld.
so so many wheels. It's spinning. All right. Zaharia, who is the Steve Door leader, of the union, which has never happened before. There's been no need for unions. We'll just crush you all and underpay you. They got together. They raised the fees with no small help from Yusuf and Silsila to become part of the Free League, which means they will fund a place on the Council of Thousands, and the Free League rep.
And the Free League must be the good guys, right?
Totally. Jezebel Nealis then put some stuff forward at the Coriolis Council, because now she also represents that. And then then there was another moment where there was an explosion. And it wasn't reported anywhere, but it was put out that it was like the Black Hands were like, look, we're exhausted, whether it was malicious intent or exhaustion, one way or the other. Steve Dawes got killed. And this is and
everyone went meh.
Just complained about like the extended wait and that kind of stuff.
So you're telling me my luggage isn't going to get unpacked, right?
Yeah, but
people can't do the work.
Revolution.
And then so the Night Hands called a strike. Deckhands and Steve Dawes strike, which meant Coriolis Council arrested Jezebel Nealis as like part of this.
That's shocking.
Failing to provide minimum service levels during a strike action.
Yes, obviously that's it. They
damaging Coriolis corporate profits.
Yeah. Baron Kassar has expelled the Nialis family from.
It's all kicking off, isn't it?
Hegemony for anti-Zenithian sentiments, which has increased tensions even more, because if they're expelling Nialis from the hegemony, it's not just the dockhands here on Coriolis that are going to be upset. It's like all parts of the Free League that they represent, kind of thing.
Somebody needs to have a sit down with that chap and explain how politics works to him.
It's kicking off. Zenithians are full of themselves these days.
But
even more so.
We are.
One of the things,
yeah, you are.
Yeah, one of the things. Where is she? One of the things.
Maybe we should.
Zahira was saying to Yusuf is, look, go out and make sure people know about what we're doing. Make sure like it's not just the bulletins version. That
we're trying to rescue her so that we could sneak her off the station. Was that an actual idea, or was that one of our
MP? Zahari is the union leader. Not the politician.
Zahari is the Night Hand who was like free and organising the strike. Jezebel Nealis is the Free League, the person with the power on the council, who has been arrested. Like to Shanaz, there is a level of like potentially this strike and admitting the Night Hands to the Free League is the straw that has pushed Kassar and everybody else's back a little bit, broken the camel's back kind of a thing, the step too far. And so they're just like, all right, let's do it. Let's, not tolerating these upstarts anymore. They don't know who's in charge here. Let's make sure they remember that kind of thing. Because although there's probably never in all of Coriolis history and the Third Horizon history been a strike of this level, it's not as sensationalized. It's more sensationalized than it should be. Like normally you could break the strike by going, all right, we'll give you twice as much money, but we'll give them, and then you just work it out from them. You just work it out from them, sort it out, and then everybody's like, oh, okay, fine, whatever, sort of thing.
But they're actually using it as leverage to like do something.
Yeah, they are. They
are.
Yeah. This is an organized strike. They have voice. But they've
We need
said
a revolution, really.
yeah, they've said to Yusuf, go out and make sure other places know. No, we read the news.
Yeah.
Don't
And I
get.
feel a bit bad leaving in the middle of all this stuff, but I think that lots of people are about to get murdered, so it might be safer to leave the station.
If Silly knows that, he'd be like, thinks they're all going to get killed.
Mirror.
Mira, we've arranged several trips, several reasons to run off to Mira. And I'm trying to remember where everybody was at the end of last session. Kirsch had gone off with a lizard.
We'd gone to see a prophet, right? Haven't we?
Yeah, she took you in the cellar.
Was it Kamina?
Kamina, yeah. One of the several prophets, the children of the song.
Yeah.
And Kirsch had gone off with a lizard to trade the lizard for something else because she likes to do a good bit of barter. And Shanaz, I think, was just in a... Yeah, she'd had a day of meetings and then was going to...
Was it the day of meetings or was it the day of being asleep that followed it? Because I'd done like a 2-day awake thing.
Oh, maybe it was the day of sleep.
No, it might have been after the day of sleep. I can't remember.
I definitely know you met... Yeah, I definitely know you met with Jezebel before she was arrested.
Yeah. Yes.
We had an elevator conversation, walk and talk. I just made my glasses worse. And then we also, I think, met with a few. We did a tour of the remaining courtesans and the academy and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And we.
Oh, that was it. Yes, we did the academy on one point, and then the definitely not a guild of courtesans on the other one.
No, I think we're still going.
Okay. On my phone it says.
Still going?
Nope.
Yep. I still see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I already typed it, so I haven't I?
God, Graham, get off your phone.
Oh. There you go.
Confiscate it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I can't. It's his access to Twitch chat.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think Shanaz was at least, if not asleep, but definitely resting.
Yeah.
Definitely resting.
Mm-hmm.
So looking back down into the cellar, you and Yusuf and Silsila have sat waiting for Kamina the prophet to kind of appear and speak as everybody is expecting, and you know, like there's quite a few folks that are excited for it. We met with these folks who did a little bit of mind talking, and then providing...
And I was like,
and as it gets closer and closer to the time that you expect to speak, like some food is provided, like the clearly the children of the song clearly are taking care of folks in a way other like parts of Coriolis aren't. Like there's you know food and
there's food,
beverage and like I think there was like some medical care or medicurgy going on as well. Definitely looking after people.
Yeah. These look like the good children of the song, right?
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Are they bad ones?
Remember, we heard that there were some people who were just like manipulating or taking advantage of down and outs and stuff like that.
Embarrassing.
But after a little while, after we've sat there, we've had some stuff. There's people, you know, more and more people are arriving for the prophet. She's not like she's described as an old lady, but the more you kind of when you see this person up on stage, it's probably very obvious to Yusuf before like Silsila. She's not as old as she appears because she's just probably in the same sort of way Yusuf might look a little bit older than he is. Like
she's lived.
Yeah, she's lived, or she's at least worked.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Or at least done. Oh, excuse me. At least done that. Like Yusuf's trip from Algol to Coriolis the first time when he was escaping was sleeping in, you know, shitty ships and doing crappy labor on different jobs, that kind of, and she's got that kind of.
We don't talk about what I had to do to get out.
And look at how much things have improved for you. Now you're on a moderately shitty ship doing moderately shitty labor.
We have a coffee machine.
Is
we're
lovely.
going up in the world.
Kuda Patilla is lovely.
Mostly free coffee.
Yes, mostly free coffee.
What do you mean I had to pay for all those pods?
Traded.
That's why you get the coffee for free.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I mean, we traded worthless cash that we weren't supposed to get.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Confederate dollars or something.
Disney dollars, yeah.
And so Kamina sits on stage on this, and I say stage, it's more just like a pallet, so it's like 4 or 5 inches raised above, and it's got some like rugs on top and a chair or with cushions around it, rather than the floor with the cushions kind of thing. And she sits down and kind of crosses her leg, and she has like this sugar globe, these big like illuminated balls. She places it in her lap, and the way these are activated, they're called sugar globes because they only glow with like a really sweet liquid is poured on them. Typically, like you can have like a sugar water kind of thing. But Kamina has a very unsavory habit. She will spit on her sugar globes to activate them. And she like, you can see like she must eat some like sugared almonds or something like that and chews them up and takes a gulp of like water or something and then spits on this globe for it to light up and glow. I guess it means nobody wants to steal her sugar globe. And everybody
think again.
Yeah, I mean, they're worth quite a bit.
Aren't they evil? Didn't we find out they're bad?
We saw them. We saw the baby sugar globes pouring out the side of a butterfly ship.
Yeah. Like the worst
ship
pond ever.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be like
the butterfly ship that had the weird orgy statue in that. Jafar was like, I
like this.
This is strange. And also,
strange but interesting.
Also, where we fought something terrifying and ran away, and then it crumbled up into a tiny, dense chunk. So we do know like sugar globes, and whether they're evil or not, we don't know. But Kamina sits down. And she tells you she has met the judge, the emissary of the judge, and she talks about so many books, so much lore.
Zenny?
Yeah, it's on Zenny.
Yeah, she's went to Zenny, didn't she? And met the judge at the mining station.
Yeah. And she has she was there for the fall of the Ghazali, and she was saved by some very kind people, and she tells all this big long story of how she at every step has been saved by the grace of the icons, which is in all its journey led her to here Coriolis, where she hears the song of the icons through the very bones of the ship, the station even. And though the messenger is gone, his song, their song, lives on. And those who hear this song are here to carry on the work of the icons and bring the real truth. Not the honest, not the sanitized pillars of the Church of the Icon. The truth of how we can work and how we are the children of the horizon. And there's a very definite feel here, Silsila, that when she says we are the children of the horizon, it doesn't quite mean you.
Doesn't know me.
She doesn't know you know. but yeah, and she talks about like how we should come together once we have enough. The right people will come to Coriolis. The right people will join our cult. Not our cult, join the children even. It is a cult, but she doesn't say that. The right people will join us and we will move to Kua to take our place. We should take our place at the monolith below. It's not for...
I'd do it sooner rather than later.
Yes.
I heckle from the back.
She looks and she is like...
Is everyone like sitting down?
Yeah, it's like...
Right.
Yeah, everybody's like sat around in this sort
I
of...
might just be standing up.
At the back.
Yeah.
And you shout out, like, I'd do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
And she looks at you and she's like, child, what have you heard?
It's like suddenly sheepish, like looking around.
Everybody
and all these
is
people
like,
probably looking at me like,
what? Yeah.
The station's tearing itself apart. Black Hand, the accident, the queues, the Steve doors, the council of 100 idiots. You know, it's arrests, all kinds of stuff going on. It's just the system's falling apart. They're going to come down here and clean everyone out soon. I would leave sooner rather than later.
And you can
if that's what you want to do.
And like the crowds, like the people are all sort of start talking, and everybody, like, it ping pongs back to Kamina, and she's like,
I'll do a little psychic, little mystic touch, like not, like.
Yeah, like
I'm one of us.
I'm not here to like rabble rouse.
Yeah.
I am
part
of. I am a real child of the song.
Yeah.
And she she sort of frowns and she's like, well, perhaps those who needed the physical emissaries to understand are now in discord without them. And this is the way that we will move forward without them. So she's essentially like, of course, these stupid non-mystic people are now at discord.
They weren't worthy like us.
Yes, very much. They weren't worthy like us. We are the true people of the emissaries. We are the children of the song. Of course they're in discord without the physical emissaries here. But remember, we can hear the song.
I've heard it.
And other people around are like, I've heard the song. I've heard it. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it. She's like,
we're 100% sure.
I gotta go over and fist bump one of them
all along the watchtower.
Might be.
No.
Might be.
No.
Bum.
Shit, I'm a Cylon.
But
it is a good remix.
It is.
I kill Silsilla. No. I wouldn't be able to.
Silsilla's turning out to be a scary mother.
Yeah.
And so yeah, Kamina, like we get this I've heard the song kind of thing. And it's like, we've all heard the song, and that's why we are here. More will come, and we will move. And she goes back into a pattern of like, they're rallying mystics here.
Sure.
They're waiting for, like, you get like,
they won't get through the blockade. Like, send them to Kua.
Yeah. You gather they're waiting. Like, she's expecting, like, at the minute it's lower level folks who are mystics who have been kind of turfed out. Like, she's expecting like somebody with power turn out to be a mystic, and that's what she will lean on to get down. Gonna help them get to Kua. But yeah,
we've got a ship, right?
I mean, you're like third in command of the resistance.
Yeah, of the Black Hands.
Do you know who I am?
And you're third in command of the Kudat Batila.
I think I'm sub-general of the Black Hand.
Part-time lieutenant.
Part-time lieutenant of the Black Hands. But yeah, she goes back into this kind of stuff. And then there is like a almost a litany of how you should help your the mystics, and share what you've got and bring. And there isn't like, it's not you must donate everything to me here in the church and I will decide, you know, the children of the song kind of thing, and I will decide where it goes. It's like, help those, you know, help folks you need. It was only because we helped each other on the Ghazali that I survived. It was only because of this that happened, you know, this kind of stuff. And if we work together, good things are done. But remember, together we can get ourselves to Kua, and we can move the rich people who do not hear the true sounds of the icons, and we can take our place in the monolith.
I gotta walk over and put on the edge of her palette one of my little talisman tokens.
Oh, nice.
Put it down.
And
then I'm gonna walk back over to Silsilla and be like, even they won't listen to me.
Yeah, but after you do that, you see other people who are like, oh, is that what we do? Okay, and they go and put like, and so there starts to be this this collection of things at Kamina's feet, sort of thing.
A sandal.
Yeah.
Put like a gun there or something. I don't have anything else.
But yeah, other people are putting like bits and pieces. Some people might put like a jacket or something, and you know, if they were not prepared to leave an offering, kind of thing. Somebody does put a gourd down, like a nice gourd with like a little bit of macrame weaving on top of it.
I might try a little. Like if anyone knows people who own ships or can get people onto ships, prepare them, get them. You know, so, like I might. After she's finished, I might like offer some constructive advice on how to get the fuck out of here, rather than just we will all wait for the mystics. You know, because Yusuf's quite a
practical
person, so he's like confused about it, and they're like, "Oh, right, you said the same shit the political people said, yeah, blah blah blah." Okay, right, guys, look. You got to figure out exit routes. You can't wait for the mystical passage to Kua. You've got to prepare yourselves.
Less thoughts and prayers, more tickets, engines, and ships.
Make an empathy roll. You can have an extra 2 dice. We'll give you a bonus. Because of your comments, you've led this kind of stuff. People have seen you are first in the queue, kind of thing, to get stuff done. Perhaps some folks have heard about this Steve Dorr guy who's donated to the Black Hounds recently. It's space on a table.
Oh wow!
Oh, critical success.
Oh,
wow,
that worked.
It did. All right, so you start saying like this to folks. You start like, do you know anybody who's got space on a ship? Don't wait for this stuff. Get it, and they don't necessarily take it in a like.
Try not to be negative.
Yeah,
or
not be negative,
patronizing or anything.
But they are like, you're right. Some of us should go ahead, get there before Kamina comes. We need to get things ready. Oh, that's such a good idea. Yeah, okay. And then you can see it like spreading among,
You need some guns.
Also, yeah, of course we need to know, that kind of stuff. And all this kind of conversation like going on while people are giving like Kamina beads, you know, necklaces, bits and pieces, that kind of stuff. And Kamina, she's a bit like she a little bit uncomfortable with the gifts that she's been given, but also on the other hand, like likes it. So she's a bit like, no, don't. But
no,
like,
I couldn't possibly.
But that's really pretty, you know, that kind of stuff. Oh, but that matches my. Sure.
Oh, wow, with your sum total of worldly goods, you're really spoiling me.
Yeah. But yeah, so the conversations break out. Some people like explain, oh yeah, I know these people in this kind of dock, and there's a dock down here. It used to be used for weird ship by some pariah stuff. Nobody's gone near it. We could get out that way, kind of thing. And that kind of stuff. And you know, I know this way and that. We could just get. I know people like I know a person who knows a person, and we could get this, that, and the other. And folks are. It begins to spread the idea of don't wait, let's get moving. that kind of thing. So you are welcome to stay there, and obviously everybody will talk to you and share ideas, and ask for some suggestions on stuff. Also, it's not really like organized in the way that the Black Hands were. Like they're like, oh,
Right.
we're going to talk to that chapter over there, and we'll sort this out, and we're going to make sure that these guys get money from this for doing that. These guys are like, oh, we could all go on a bus. That kind of stuff.
They're like road trip, aren't they, basically?
Yeah.
They're the guitar in the back of the VW van.
Yeah. It's the hippie crew. And
Yeah.
they're like,
Yes.
man, this is going to be great. We're going to go to Kura. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is all very like
Leaving on a space plane is blasting.
icons, mystical, children.
I might get a
songs.
tablet out and be like, right, you need 3 people to figure out food and supplies. You need 2 people to get guns. You need to find as many avenues through ships and stuff, and just like start writing some
giving
stuff
them
down.
like a mind.
18 people to write like meaningful songs that will motivate the people.
Someone's
as
got to
they
make really
migrate.
At least
Someone's got to
7
make
interpretive
big
dance
placards that you can hold up that say,
So,
Kua now.
so Yusuf
Yeah.
is spending his time organizing the children of the song into escaping Coriolis. All right.
Can I talk to Kamina?
Kamina, yeah. She's there, and you head over to her. The light in her glow globe is kind of dimming, and she's and I guess that's where we see her. She's like, oh no, look, you don't. This wasn't the part. Like, we don't normally take an offering. Oh, but that's pretty, and like she takes like a necklace off somebody or something like that, kind of thing. And she looks at you and she's like, you feel out of place.
But I came to tell you something I think is important.
I can't imagine what you would have information-wise that's important to us, but I'll listen.
Can you look in my mind if I let you, or if you want to?
Now you're asking. And Kamina look in somebody's mind.
she's a fraud.
No, she's a precog.
Yeah.
She needs a flotation tank.
But you
then,
could
right?
give her more powers.
Ah,
It's been a
she's a
long
flotation
time
tank.
since the Ghazalian. We've all done stuff and got
Yeah,
increased powers.
yeah.
Give her mind evaporate. for
Give her brain
Silsilla.
drain.
Right, so
That's
she
quick.
looks at you, Silsilla, and is like, do you have something in your mind you need to show me?
I do, yes. I point at the globe things. I think these are bad, and I know you won't believe me, but you can look and see why, and you can see it as I saw them, and where they come from.
And she, like,
That way, you know I'm not lying, and you feel it yourself.
she is suspicious. And somebody comes over, like one of the other folks come over, and they're like, it's okay. I will look if you want to.
Not a trick, I promise. In
It
being
will be.
places, I don't think these are good.
So this other, like, it's one of the folks you saw at the sort of market. Who,
Oh, the
like,
ones who said hello already.
Yeah. And he reaches over to you, puts his hand on your shoulder, and says, "Okay, show me what it is you need to show me."
Okay, so I guess Silsilla being Silsilla, he's gonna like close his eyes
Mhm.
and he's gonna tell them the story. Like we went to a planet to get off a ship. On the ship, I'm not gonna show the statue or the dancer or the avatar. But I'm gonna show them the butterfly void ship thing. Like, can I talk to him? Or is he just watching my mind?
I mean, you could.
Do you know what these are? Do you recognize these?
And
These
he's
are bad.
like, I'm not sure what you're trying to make me see.
This can you see the ship, the void ship?
Void ship.
It looks dark. You can see where the absence of light.
And he's like, I can see your memory of a thing.
Good.
But a memory of a thing is not always what actually happened.
Okay.
You may have been really drunk.
Yeah.
According to this memory, you
all
saved
I want to do
everyone.
is tell you, if you ignore it, that's up to you at that point. But that thing does not look normal, nice, or anything really. And then I'm gonna like skip ahead to the bit where they're almost like giving birth to the blow
With the blow
things.
globes.
Yeah.
He-
And I'm like,
Fast forward.
this is what I wanted to show you. This is where they're from. Like whatever bit of space or reality that ship is from. Not giving these for free.
And
And you should be able to feel like my like revulsion at what is going on, how it's just so wrong.
And he takes his hand off your shoulder and is like, you have led a very interesting time recently. There's a lot of, and he just sort of waves it at your head.
Was he really called the Mine Lord?
For a plastic sword?
Yeah, he's like, it's a very, very loud series of events inside your mind, friend.
Thank you.
If you wish, we could run through some very gentle meditation exercises that would help. You know, he's like, you are quite stressed, my friend. This has been a while. Perhaps you should.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm going to go back and fly something. I'll be all right.
Okay.
But I really do want you to try and pass that message on as best you can.
I will share
I should
this
think you believe.
this gift with Kamina, and we will essentially take it under advisement. It's like, okay, this was confusing and loud and very very strange memories.
Did you see the ship or not then?
Um,
Like, I genuinely want to know whether they're somehow unable to see it.
you can you gather from the way he's talking to you, like he's seen a version of your memories. It's not like he gets to
Yeah.
wander around in
still
the
got
space.
like
It's not a
eidetic memory. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, no worries then. But yeah,
he's like, we'll take this as advisement, and I'll discuss what you've given here with Kamina.
okay. I tried, buddy. Good luck.
Meanwhile, like Yusuf has organized folks into like subcommittees and side groups. Like this table on the back over here is now discussing like where they can get rations properly. That would, that sort of stuff and that kind of thing. And if they know anybody in Kua or that kind of thing, stuff. Kamina leaves shortly after the attendant finishes talking with Silsila. And it all sort of just like folks like, okay, we're that kind of stuff. I know somebody. I'm going to go over to the market tomorrow and talk with those over there. Maybe the Slumber Queen can talk to us about this, that, and the other. And you get like a chirp on your tabula, your comms that's like, Kirsch next to like two freight cases, like sort of. The hand on top of these things, like, yeah, done.
Are the cases moving?
Are they bigger?
It's just a picture.
Are they bigger
Right, just
lizards?
a picture.
She got bigger lizards.
She's got capybaras, didn't she?
Fine. Okay. As long as that's not like a dinosaur.
Like a tiny dinosaur, each one. But yeah, Kirsch just next to two sealed freight cases, like, yeah, done it. Deal's been struck. Lizard went down well. And eventually, like, she wants to leave before somebody decides a lizard that eats all your cabbages is not a good trade for whatever she's acquired. Told us scene.
Okay.
But yeah, you're welcome to stay in the court as long as
Before
you
we
need.
switch or go back to Snow, I think Silsila has a request of
Okay.
So I guess
can I
at
help?
this point, Silsila has realised that this isn't how you get mystic powers. But can you? I want to hear the song. Can you make me hear the song? Hear it when you hear it.
If I hear it, I'll hum along to it.
I just want to. I'm curious.
Can I hear the song right now?
No, you can't
Millie?
hear the song right now. No.
So it was when I was like close to sleep. It's on the edge. It felt like coming through the superstructure of Coriolis itself.
That's pretty cool. No
we'd
worries,
have to. I don't know. We'd have to share a bed in order for me to let you hear the song.
Top and tail it is then.
Wash your feet.
It's black hands, not black feet, Yusuf. All right then. As Kirsch wants to do one, should we go and help them with their crate?
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Okay. So Shanaz has had a whole evening to themselves. Is it just like light meal, some ambulatory recovery, and
exercise, study?
Okay.
She's very, very stressed out at the minute, but she's stressed out in a must do proactive things one after another kind of way.
Okay. So just sort of going over the names and stuff you've had, going over like connections to this smuggling ring that you have little to no information on, that both Varian and Shadi have provided, checking over like the port, the potential flight.
It's that memeturgy. Memeturgy.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think I've got anything else I particularly want to do on station unless I can let me think. I might be able to get the ship cleaned at least.
Just get someone to go out and
let's have the ship properly cleaned. It stinks of lizard. It's a mess. Nobody's done the hoovering or the polishing. So yeah, we'll have some people go and clean the ship.
Okay. Yeah, you arrange for detailing to be done. What is it? Inside and out. We're gonna, just go over the ship.
Wheel rooms and everything.
Mm-hmm. They offer. You can have a cleric, a priest of the Church of the Icons come on board to bless it. There's a thing they also do.
Yeah, I think we will actually.
Blessed.
And I might go to church.
Go to the temple
as well. It might be time to go to temple.
Okay. It is the Temple of the Icons on Coriolis is one of the pillars of the pilgrimage that you should do. It is huge. It is beautiful. Very different to like the place on Debaran, which was just like 3 blocks of Bayar, vaguely icon related Shabazz tat. This one has like folks who will offer to go and pray at the other altars, so you only have to do one. Like some of them are
very good of them. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that for you.
Do they have a particularly well-educated priest there? Someone who's very old, maybe knows the histories, that kind of thing. That's what I would like to ask.
Like a teacher or something.
Yeah, a teacher or a church historian, someone who's gets ignored a lot, doesn't really get talked to very much except by students.
I mean, at your first sort of offering, 5 folks appear out of the crowd being like, that's me, and after you wade through
whittle them right down to people who actually know what they're talking about. Anybody who knows less than me, on your bike, mate.
I mean, these are just like opportunist folks around Coriolis.
Where did the darkness point go?
No, when? Not where, when?
I had to use a darkness point to use mystic powers.
Yeah, the darkness point went on you.
Oh, okay. Obviously, I was like concentrating on what was going on. I didn't realize that you would spend a darkness point to use powers.
Yeah, to be
I
fair.
thought you would have gained one because technically it's us using.
I used it. You don't know what else you did in your head.
It's true. That
Let's
post-hypnotic suggestion's a doozy.
the memeturgy I have just used upon you.
Well, I guess the answer is where is its insult?
Yeah. Okay. So there probably is somebody in the book, but we find a chap. He has been studying the Church of the Icons for as long as there has been a Church of the Icons, which, in all honesty, is about the same length of time as Scientology has been around. Let's be clear. Like, Church of the Icons.
It's true. It's not a long running thing, is it?
And they are called
Call them Elron.
Elron. No, Gina Mansouri. There we go. Gina Mansouri. You find them, and they are they've probably some sort of small office or something in the parts of the temple kind of thing, and they do a lot of study into, although the church is like relatively new, they talk about how some of the first come traditions and that kind of stuff were already knew the truth of the Church of the Icons. Like, it's part historian, part propaganda kind of thing. And they're like, it's not very often I have a celebrity arrive in my office. Are you doing a thing for the bulletin?
No, nothing of the sort. I'm here entirely for myself. I should have probably come more heavily veiled so as to avoid any unwelcome attention. I sometimes forget that celebrity is its own curse. No, I actually come seeking knowledge and wisdom.
Okay. I have much knowledge. Eventually, I hope to have wisdom.
I want to ask about the early days of the Church of the Icons.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the things that came before, not the sensationalized hypermedia versions of the old takes on the icons, but I want to know more about the things that led to the schism between the Order of the Pariah and the rest of the church. Why did they elect to follow the judge in the aspect of the martyr? What connection does the martyr have to the dancer aspect of the beast? If these things aren't too heretical.
He puts a hand up because he's like, the conversation you are trying to elicit from me is not wise, given any day of the calendar. You clearly are a courtesan and therefore must understand some of the things that happened with the temple during the war. Surely there are records that the temple, Alarm's temple, keeps themselves.
I'm sure there are, and that they do.
You would be better served speaking with those.
And I will be doing so, but each temple sometimes carries their own prejudices across in their information. I just wondered if there was a more neutral take on it or a more collected take from
he
an
laughs.
educated
He laughs
person.
and he's like, look, I may do these histories and I am devoted to the Church of the Icon, but the messenger knows every time we tell a story it's different, and every person who tells it knows it differently. So even my version is not impartial or fair.
I understand.
The judge understands the truth. And then he sort of rolls with it and is like, perhaps that's why they follow. And he's like, this is not not a historical debate, Shanaz. This is a theological one, which I have taken this line of study to avoid greatly. But
hence the issue with coming to you. Taking this to a theological scholar drives it into a theological debate about merits, benefits, drawbacks. It becomes proselytizing and less about actually seeking of truth.
we want to talk about the order of the pariah and their obsession with the judge, outright denouncing of other icons.
That's a key part of this, yes, because if they acknowledge one icon and the icons are equal, surely they would, by that very nature, at least acknowledge the other icons. Instead, they choose to devote to a single one and to the state where they've denounced other icons as heretical.
Do not know. Ooh, nearly dropped all my books on the floor, which would have been disastrous. Says Gina, not Millie.
That'd be terrible.
Broken books. Like, well, the Order are secretive at best. What they have in their prophets and the things written on their ships that speak of things. I have often wondered if, rather than denouncing the other icons, at some point they decided that the judge and a more militant lifestyle was best for what they had in their scriptures. Like, they have decided that a people need to be dedicated to protecting a certain way of life, and the best way to do that would be to devote themselves and become more militant, and the way to protect and proceed without wavering would be to denounce all the other aspects of the church and form their own order. And so one would need to talk to the Order of Pariah to see what is the core prophecy at their heart.
Indeed so. Needless to say, they're less than enthusiastic about speaking to someone such as myself. But perhaps I will need to find someone among them who can be reasoned with.
With the Order of the Pariah, good luck.
Quite. Well, I thank you for your honesty and your transparency.
He's like, shrugs. Like, honesty is an interesting term. You can tell why this guy has got a tiny office in the bottom of the temple. He's a bit...
He's one of those academics that doesn't want to make waves and doesn't want to piss anybody off, so he's hedging his bets on all sides.
On everything.
Yeah.
On everything. Like, he's probably published a paper on why this icon is the best icon, but why this icon is the worst icon. For all of the icons.
For all of them, yeah. Check his blog.
Yeah, check his page. But yeah, I would seek out the prophecy at the heart of the pariahs, because that is ultimately what changed their view.
Is this something that is widely known, or will it necessitate hunting the pariah themselves and getting them to admit to something?
Yeah, so it's known that, like, the pariah inscribe prophecies and holy text on their ships, and like, their ships are like living scripture in that kind of way, and their armor sort of they'll like, you know, have these litanies and things upon them, and it's like these words and the prayers and the things they have.
Purity seals.
Yeah, purity seals. Are like it's like the very core of their practices, like these things, but also it's not like in Zeni or any sort of they've essentially put it in Latin kind of thing, so not everybody will be able to read it. And that in itself is like a level of pride. Like, we've got a secret language and we know secret things and we don't want to share these secret things with you. So whether they're just writing Lorium Ipsum on the sides of the ship, or it's something deep and faithful in it, that kind of stuff. But so it's known that they're big into their prophecies and they're big into their writings. This Gina has decided, has theorized, one of these has told them something that needs a more militant society. That's what caused them to split. And the arrival of the judge, the guy, the emissary.
Them so much.
Yeah, the arrival of the emissary that called themselves was outright blasphemy. Like, they denounce it. They won't go anywhere near the station that the judge stays on. They won't, it's that sort of like, holy signs in the air and hissing when you mention the emissary, the judge emissary kind of thing. They wouldn't talk to the messenger emissary when they came to Coriolis kind of situation. They would not address them and not acknowledge them, sort of thing. Like, the judge, they probably would just run at screaming and try and eradicate from Purge and other space.
Burn the heretics.
Heretical, yes, that kind of comment. So something about all that really riles them. But also, Shanaz knows that they were happy to team up with Alarm's Temple to eradicate
Nazarene sacrifice.
Nazarene. So there's something somewhere that they know. Something that has shifted them, whether it's a prophecy or a truth or a secret. But then unless you fully convert to the Order of the Prior, you don't know
Probably
the whole
not
story.
going to be very convincing doing that.
Yeah, and then also, if you do fully convert to the Order of the Prior, you don't come back.
No.
Kind of to there are no like, oh, we tried it. It was a bit like we couldn't do the scratchy underwear and the meat on Sundays kind of conversation. There are no folks who have renounced.
Yeah, it's we lock you in the cupboard and take away your meds. What kind of organization?
Yeah, they are. You are with us or you are dead, kind of thing. So yeah, he'll happily, like, he'll kind of talk with you about this kind of stuff. Like, he'll probably go into more sort of finite detail. Like, they used to say this litany and they used to join us in this kind of, but then after Coriolis cycle 17 or whatever, they then, the first one to preach this and that sort of thing.
So he doesn't know a lot more than me then. He just
not
has
really.
more detail on
more
individual sub-clauses of it almost.
Yeah. And it always sort of spins back to how the Church of the Icons kind of presents it, sort of thing. And they talk about how much good the Samaritans did on Coriolis, that kind of stuff. Which is like there is nowhere else in the horizon that had the sanatorium in the same way. Like, they don't anywhere else have soup kitchens and sick houses and Medicurge for free. This was the only place that they did it.
Okay, well, once I finish talking with him, then I'll go outside and pray quite publicly and dramatically to the dancer.
Okay. Cool.
So as to make people focus on that rather than on the half-hour conversation with the academic.
Yeah. Preparatory prayer is the thing.
Yep.
So if you push, what is it the dancer goes for? I think it's agility.
Yep.
Get an extra dice in your pool. Player.
And I will make a 200 beer donation to whatever charity fund the dancer church aspect of the church favours. School for Wayward Girls or whatever that might be.
School for ballerinas from the north who can't get to the London School of Dance.
Perfect.
but the dancer, okay. So you make a donation, and not just like the donation of prayer, but also the donation of. I'm going to move that book before it falls on the floor again.
Of cash,
of cold hard currency. Excellent. People are also there offering you other things to like leave at other ones, and there are folks who will make the whole circuit of the temple to get to each of the alcoves.
That's a bit scammy, isn't it?
It is very scammy, but it's also you can hire folks to come mourn for you and that kind of stuff. That's the thing. You
probably done it at least once.
You notice when you go past. Go past. Right. Maybe you don't. Can't find it.
You can't pray to more than one icon at a time, can you?
You can't receive benefit in pushing the roll from more than one icon. No, you can pray to more than one icon. You could spend time at the church praying to all the icons, but mechanically, we need to know which one you want the favor of. So you can.
No, actually, I might actually pray to the judge and claim that benefit rather than the benefit from the dancer.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I'm already moderately agile, I think.
Yeah, okay. So we go to the judge. We are seeking truth in some ways, and we want to.
The judge is also the politics one as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So we head through that. Sure, what sort of offerings the judge goes for?
Secrets, possibly.
Possibly some
admissions,
secrets.
that kind of thing.
Yeah. We make a stop at the altar to the judge. There are loads of people there who are like, "Oh, judge, make Dolphasra so and so see the truth of our case." That kind of stuff. Make the guards understand that little Fasim shouldn't be locked up for a mugging what he definitely did not do. That kind of stuff. There's all that kind
2 years as an ISO cube perp.
Yeah, there's all that kind of stuff happening around the judge. There are folks at the faceless altar.
Wow.
Which is unusual.
Openly.
Yeah, there's a group of folks, and that you see them get dispersed by like the clergy, because they get together and they start to sort of chant and sing, and then the clergy are like, "No, stop doing that. The people are praying," that kind of stuff, which is unusual given how chaotic prayer in the Temple of the Icons can be. But they're broken up, kind of thing.
Also, they're praying to an icon. That's kind of rude in and of itself. Yeah. Telling them they can't do that. Yeah. Shocking behaviour.
But there's the group of folks who are doing that, and they move on. You're fairly sure that you now you are a little bit more wise to the world and that kind of stuff. You definitely see some folks like doing dead drops, and there's definitely like shenanigans of other people going on around this crowded place.
It's a perfect place for it.
And it's, I guess, nice for Shanaz to be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, okay. The world still turns in some ways. It's not all terrible." But we pray to the judge. We dance. We perhaps leave a couple of little offerings at the other ones so it doesn't stand out so much. And
then I head back to the ship because I'm done. That's everything I need to do on Coriolis. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we head out to the Kuda Patilla. It's just been serviced. Adia is like, "Did you book them?"
Yes.
I had to follow them round.
Good.
Followed them in every room. They were touching things and moving stuff. She points.
Kind of their job.
She points to something on the side. It's like, "They cleaned all my tools."
Are they not supposed to do that?
They're mine.
Oh, sorry. Very sorry.
And then they just leave. They're like, "Welcome back," and leave. Kirsch arrives with
What's in the box?
Yusuf and Silsila. What's in the box? We're not sure, but it has got a power supply. Kirsch is like, it's okay, I'll sort. I'll look after everything. You don't need to worry. It's for me now. Thank you. Bye.
It's not explosive.
I mean, if they want a hand, then fine. If not, then
Can we scan it from the bridge?
Yeah, Kirsch drags it to their room. Is like, it smells bad in here. Who changed my sheets?
I had it cleaned.
It was supposed to smell like that. It's like, I make it smell. Yeah. Yeah, she's not impressed.
So I had the ship cleaned.
It looks beautiful. It looks very nice. Yeah, she's.
do you think they can
I brought
bring
my
back
stuff
the
back where I left it.
whatever? Yeah, just pointedly rearrange the coffee pods the way they were.
Yeah.
They're all lined up in flavors.
I've made
like,
an intricate
They're
structure.
little pyramids.
Like now they're lined up, so it's like all the Americanos, all the
put 'em back.
espressos, all the lattes, all the
You need a
chai.
lucky dip. All right then.
Sometimes I am reminded that we come from very different worlds.
Come to our goal. It'll be okay. Right then, we're going to Mira.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's Mira like?
Telling Coriolis, or are we just gonna tell the clamps to detach and?
Shanaz, what's Mira? Is it wet?
Temple
is it
planet.
hot? Is it cold? Is it
Temperate. You get a mix.
Okay.
So
All right,
at the
okay.
poles it's colder. It's more like Kua than Algol.
okay?
But then Algol's a horrible hell planet at the best of times.
Yeah,
It had been.
the domes are fun. Okay.
Mira's not like that. It's open spaces, trees, gardens, temples, pilgrimage.
Okay.
I'm sure we could find something fun to do.
Is there like
it is the center of courtesans in the whole of the Third Horizon.
That we can
Okay.
afford.
Friends and family discount?
Sounds good.
I think Silsila would find that genuinely funny.
Never get a discount courtesan.
You hear the voice of experience there. You can save its tail for another time, maybe.
That was the real world creeping in. No.
So, I'm gonna are we telling? Are we just leaving? Are we coming back?
We are sort of supposed to tell them that we're leaving, aren't we?
We should do for variants.
You're the flying person. Don't you deal with this side of things?
Clearance isn't Silsila's style, though, right?
Well, the whole.
Don't they have to open a door or something so we can fly out?
Yeah, no worries. I'll start telling.
Well, I guess the question that Silsila's really asking is: are we telling them we're going to Mira, or are we saying we're doing something else?
Yeah.
I guess that's what Silsila is.
I spent about a day and a half convincing people that they all wanted us to go to Mira, so why not?
Everyone knows we're going to Mira.
No worries then. I will broadcast.
I assume we only have to ask to leave dock, right? But whichever gate we go to, we'll tell people where we're going.
Coriolis is also the gate hub for the Kua system, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we'd need them to feed us the destination coordinates for the next part of the jump anyway.
Portal.
So yeah, we're gonna. It's like a 1, 2, 3 sort of trip.
Okay.
I mean, you could. So we're gonna head off. We've been around the Debaran circle. We've done that loop.
Yep.
I'll put a picture in our group chat at some point so we know what I'm talking about. But we've done the bottom loop. We've done the Mirren chain. So we did Hammerhead Tower. No, I think we went the other way because there's a dangerous area around. No, we caused the dangerous area. We went. That's what happened there. I remember now. And then we went the long way round. So we did Rigel, Albard, Amido, and that kind of stuff. Back to Kua. got two options. We can do the long route, but Zahawi to Otakon is another dangerous area, and folks aren't going around there. Or we could do the short route, which is Iwa, Zalos, Mira.
How about short route? Things are happening quite quickly.
Yeah.
Short route is also cheap route.
Yeah. Short route goes through Zalos.
Quickly.
We've got Afterburn.
What's bad about Zalos?
Isn't that
That's
the bit that
Yusuf
because it's
asking
so far
Shanaz.
for has been embargoed, like the Zolotians?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just we're passing through, right?
Yeah. I mean, you'll have to hope that when you get there, they are processing
Yeah.
transit
not
through.
like, yeah, they
I mean, the only other option is to go to Iwaz and then go off route, but that's probably not a great plan.
I mean, going off route
No,
runs the risk of like Corsairs and
being exploded into plasma gas.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. The other option is like, and I guess we're talking about this as we leave Coriolis kind of thing. Is you could just make a run at the portal and do your own calculations and hope for the best. If they won't let you through, like you could gun it.
You mean when we get to
okay.
Zalos or here?
Yeah, at Zalos.
At Zalos.
Like,
I mean, sure, why not?
Well, because
we should.
maths.
But like, look, there's shit going on there as well, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
So we've
been sent
find
about
something
like
out.
4 different people. The Zolotians have got to like one of them.
I mean, the question.
Yeah,
the question.
Let's do it. We'll just do it and we'll see what we can get away with. If we can just piggyback onto a caravan, there's got to be caravans going through that sector, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but let's check that before we go.
Another option would be smugglers are getting through somehow. So you could. The syndicate must have ways through.
Whatever way we're going, we're probably paying someone something.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, if we're going on a caravan there, some of the
join a
ships in the
caravan.
caravan will be smugglers, right?
Join
We
a
could just
caravan
wing
and
it
see
till we
how
get
we
to
go.
Zalos and then see.
Yes, that's more our style.
Like the ship's doing barrel rolls while we're talking about this.
And Shanaz, you're looking for someone in the Order of the Pariah to talk to, aren't you? Well, let's go to
That's
Zalos.
one way of doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what. Yes, I am looking for someone in the Order of the Pariah to talk to. So, should we manage to capture one or make friends with one? I don't think you can do that. I do need to talk to him, so please don't just arbitrarily murder anyone.
I mean, I don't think
I
we
generally
do
try
that.
not to.
I mean, when people are shooting at us.
I'll look at Silsila. Like,
Oh wait,
I mean, they came to kill us. We didn't start.
That's true. No, that's true. That's true.
wait,
You're right.
wait.
You're right. Sorry.
We have to go back.
What do you mean we have to go back?
I mean, we can't jump. I haven't been shopping. I came back to the ship. Yeah, but I came back to the ship and I haven't been shopping.
Get it delivered.
But as a group, we've been shopping, so I think you can count it as we've been shopping.
We spent all our money. Did we not tell you this?
Yeah.
I meant clothes. No, we're going to Mirror. I'm going to wear
But
the same
look, no
things
one on
again.
Zalos has seen these outfits before,
Oh, yeah,
so you're fine.
Yeah. Maybe put the top of one with the bottom of another one.
I am working on you.
And then pair it with a jumpsuit.
Oh, so close. You almost had it.
Do you have anything with bells on?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Actually,
Cool.
but you can't afford that.
Oh. Well. It's a blush really weirdly, very uncomfortable suddenly around Shanaz. Okay, look, there's like all kinds of shit we have to do on Mirror, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's all the other shit going on. There's going to be a cult somewhere, right?
We told a lot of
Undoubtedly.
people we're going to do a lot of things.
Okay.
Okay.
So we leave Coriolis and we fly out towards, because the portals are at the sun. We fly towards the sun that Kua orbits, and there is not a big a large group of convoy as you hope. Like either a convoy has just gone through, or more likely, traffic is not really heading out as much as one. The portal control are pretty much like, it's up to you if you want to jump. We have your billing details. It will be like 5,000 bear to Iwaz.
Yeah, it's on this account, right? We've got an account that's going.
I mean, nobody's going there. Do we not get a discount?
It's not the transit there. It's the
Turning it on.
The portal station does the maths for you.
Yeah,
based on like where
the discount is when people are going, not when people aren't going.
Yeah. Like they will do all the
Costs
maths for you.
$5,000 to do the calculations, and if 10 ships go through, you all pay 500.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do the calculations if you want to. You don't have to pay that.
You don't have to pay that. No.
I mean,
would you have to roll for it?
I mean,
science.
I've got technology and piloting. Quite good.
I'm pretty sure it is piloting, and I did just get the ship blessed. So,
I mean, that's 5,000 bear we can spend on dresses and coffee.
Hang on, isn't someone paying our transport bills?
Yes, Shadi will pay your transport bills. The ship's crew can make the jump calculations. It takes 4 hours for you to do the maths, and requires a science test
and a slide rule.
Yeah, each extra success can reduce the time by an hour. And then the jump itself with your own maths requires a pilot test at -1.
Okay. Are you any good at science?
I've typed a rude word upside down in a calculator while you've been thinking about it, and I'm like,
all the displays say like 773.
I mean, I'll take that as a yes, mate. That's a sign of confidence there. Yeah, I'm just showing up.
I'm not really, astrogation is not really my wheelhouse, boss. Sorry.
Okay. I guess we'll pay.
Computer, can you do astrogation for us?
The Kudabatilla does not have a gin.
Not yet.
I mean, we can barely afford food, never mind a module.
Kudabatilla has been to Mira before.
Shit. Is there like an autopilot?
No. Weight distribution, star,
but is there a base calculation we could use and modify?
No, it's too different.
Please just charge it to the account and let us jump to Mira.
Charge it to the account.
Okay,
let's go.
Fine.
It's not even. It's Iwaz, isn't it? We're going to.
Yeah.
Best.
But it has been to Mira before. Okay, so we're gonna jump. We're gonna pay you the 5,000 bear. Cut ahead. And take
Get in the
maths.
tank.
Yeah, we should have asked if anybody else wants to come to Iwaz as well. Well, it's not even our money, so let's just go for it.
I love how RPGs descend into haggling about imaginary money. I love
You know
it.
what? This isn't Traveller. We don't have to take passengers or the post.
No, we don't.
Okay.
But we could if we wanted.
Yeah. What's
Could
in
if
the
we
next
wanted to.
system, then,
Okay.
please?
I'm gonna go get in my tank before we jump, right?
Yes,
That's
you
a good
do
plan.
need to go and be in your stasis coffins for the
I
jump.
mean, call them coffins.
That's what they're called in the book.
I know, but could we not call them coffins?
I agree. It's tasteless.
Mm-hmm.
But like, Kirsch is like, but they are like what you bury your dead in.
Yes, but
This
for
is
now,
its coffin
everybody
shape.
go and lay in your stasis, happy, restful sleep, peacetime place.
Stasis pod is quite fine. Stasis bed, stasis tube.
Stasis pod like the little vegetables.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to go and getting my stasis radish, and then off we go.
Idea
Gonna
is
get my
just
stasis gourd.
stasis gourd. Before you get in your stasis gourd, Silsila, you still need to set the piloting.
Oh, I'd do a roll.
Yeah, because you have paid for the maths. You add 3 dice to your piloting roll.
Ooh.
And I got the ship blessed.
The ship is blessed, yes, which is good. Because the ship is also.
Oh, it's a minus if it's not blessed.
Yeah. And the ship is also, if you read, like, I was reminded of the character sheet earlier this week when our patrons was like, can't find the the ship sheet on the Patreon. And I was like, oh, I know where that is. Oh, the ship is cursed.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to take one of those dice away.
Okay.
Ah.
That takes me down to 10.
Yes. How many you have?
See, you've got the opportunity to have a sassy AI on board, and you went for cursed.
Yeah.
Oh, she's way better than Sassy AI.
Yeah, I put a curse in as well.
True.
Curse and a curse.
Yeah.
I did get 1 success.
Okay.
That's it, though. 10 dice. Good job, we're not playing Alien because I also got 3 1s.
Okay. So we it's not like it's not a good success. It is a what is it? A partial success?
Scraping through by the skin of your teeth.
You like bang into the gate on the way through.
Yeah. Just make it as the portal kind of.
But at least we didn't go to that place that the event horizon went to.
Yeah.
I was thinking of portals like Babylon 5 style.
Yeah.
And we jumped to Iwas. Is there anything interesting about Iwas? Not here.
I was here.
I was here. Ha 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 ha. Let me just check.
There's a massive space war going on around the gate as we come out.
No, that's the next book.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Right, let me just have a quick look at the chart.
No, we're not there yet.
I mean, that is kind of what happened last time we went to a portal. Maybe it's us. Perhaps we're the instigator. The Harbinger.
We can hold 20 people in stasis.
Yeah, you could if you wanted. Yeah, you can take a few folks. All right, so we depart. We see the ship like appear at the other side of the portal. The lights and stuff and the systems flash up. It revives. I assume it revives Silsila first, being the pilot.
Definitely.
And the HUD on your stasis hug machine.
Radish.
Stasis Radish shows like the systems and stuff, the date and that kind of thing, all up and going, and everything is fine. But you see like portal control has notifies you of where you should wait, because the
toilets are blocked on
toilets
the
are blocked.
portal station.
World's gone.
That's a xenocontamination at your destination.
So the portal station is asking for permits and declarations for further travel through Iwas. And it is signed by the mercy of the judge, order of the pariah, kind of, that sort of stuff. There is a blockade here in Iwas for further routes through the portal. It seems that the order of the pariah is not satisfied with just stopping people at their portal. They want to prevent and check and move people out, or prevent people before they get the opportunity to move towards Zalos. So here at the start of the Mirren chain, they've set up a blockade.
Invaded.
Yeah.
I mean,
Special military operation, I'll have you know.
Yeah.
What is our most pariah favourable reason for going to Mira? Because we've got like a few now, haven't we? Got the artifact we're supposed to pick up. Probably not. definitely not the temple. What are we doing for the red spiders?
Reporting on shenanigans that are happening there.
Okay.
So again, probably not super helpful. Isn't Mira one of the pilgrimage destinations?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's part of the Pilgrimia. Icon City is on it.
There we go. We're going to Icon City on a pilgrimage.
Okay, let's everybody dress respectably.
Okay.
Do the prior like Zenithians?
I probably don't like anyone.
Okay, do they hate Zenithians less than other people?
I don't think Pariah care
Okay,
about that level of, like, to them it would be superfluous bickering about bloodlines when you should be more concerned about the, icons
Heresy.
and the heresy and the
yeah,
truth
no worries
and the
then.
prophecy and that kind of stuff.
Cool. I'm gonna just go around the ship and borrow some. They like the judge, don't they? Borrow some judge icons and just put them in the cockpit, just happen to be there. And let's all dress like we're on a pilgrimage then.
I may still just dress as the dog's body technician guy,
Sure.
in coveralls, because
In fairness, that you don't have to dress in a particular way to go on a pilgrimage. You can, but more when you're there
don't
rather
tell
than
him. Don't tell
on the
him.
way.
Tell him.
I mean, Susu wouldn't know
Let
that.
him
He's
get
just
dressed
dressing.
up.
He's dressing up for the prior, isn't he? Do you want me to try the talking, Shanaz, or do you want to do the talking?
You can try it if you want.
Okay.
I don't know how favourable they'll be towards me at the best of times. Let me
Okay.
go and root out something that's as close to a uniform as I can,
Okay. No
Bit more
worries. Then.
chaste.
still being this side of decent.
Okay.
So your ship has been flagged. They want to make sure you've got the proper permits, right to travel. They want a declaration of everything on board. And as you haven't like set up your autopilot to automatically transmit them, they are flagging you for boarding. Like,
I mean, they really like coming to our ship, don't they? All right. I guess I will try hailing them then.
okay, so you hail the portal station. Normally, it's like a bunch of eggheads in like a big room. Now it is like there is somebody in like not power armor, but it's power armor. We know these guys are basically Space Marine kind of like biosculpted, crazy, not biosculpted,
Douchebags.
yeah. But also, they might be right. So yeah, this chap in like his armor in the portal station comes on screen, and is like, Kudapatilla, you have not submitted correct information. Remain at your location till the party can access and verify your cargo, your crew, and your intentions.
Hi there. We don't have any cargo. We're going on pilgrimage, sir.
Do you
I
have?
didn't know we needed a permit. I'm very sorry about that.
Do you have? What would it be? Like, there would be some sort of writ from the Church of the Icons. Like, you could probably download it off the website or something.
I'll like sneer and say that there is no fit church on, and I'll sneer again. Coriolis to issue such a thing, sir.
And he looks at you in a whether you deem the organization's fit for your purpose is irrelevant. Accords have been signed with the Church of the Icons. If you're not observing their rules and regulations, please prepare for boarding.
Okay, that's wonderful. I could go back and get them though.
He's like, no. You will
Can
not
I
leave.
print something off in the background?
You will not
Do
leave and not gain
do you mean
access
this?
to the IRAS portal until we have inspected. Please send crew manifest, ship manifest, and specifications.
Yeah, no problems. Yourself?
Yes.
What's all this anyway? We didn't know this was here. We just.
In order to preserve our borders, the Order of Pariah has taken control of this portal.
Oh, that's good.
It is. Portal control out. So do you submit, like, what do we submit in terms of paperwork? We're like Pilgrimia.
This isn't really their jurisdiction, right? They can't. They've
No.
come in and taken
they have
over.
The big warships, but
No, but they've got big monastery cruisers.
No, I'm saying this to the guys on the ship. I'm like, what's going on with these
It's an act of war.
assholes?
This is aggression.
Yeah, like,
but
what is there a planet here we can talk to?
No. Well, yes, but no.
I mean, presumably you just get the
At
same
this stage,
guy.
it's too late anyway, because they're on their way here. And even if we do raise a planet, what are they going to do? Say, oh, no, actually, it's fine because they've got the big war cruisers. We're just going to have to try and smooth this over as best we can.
How long until they dock?
They haven't given you a time. Nor does your
enough.
like radar or whatever, your idents have anything that is on a, like, there's nothing been like a ETA 23 minutes kind of thing.
So manifest wise, who else is on the ship? Did we bring Ninajak and
No, Ninajak has gone off to join the Foundation University.
Annoying professor?
Hamar has gone off to whinge about his
He's apprenticing under Jafar, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I guess are we doing real names or fake names first?
Frankly, I don't think a fake name's going to work for me.
I mean, I was going to give my own real name anyway, but okay, that's fine. I'll send that over.
Use a real fake name or fake name.
Yeah.
Real
I
fake
will
name.
list Adia as an attendant for Shanaz. Gonna have to put Kirsch as livestock or some shit, aren't we? How did Pariah feel about Skavara?
I mean,
they hate them. They hate everything else.
They're a lesser life form. Like, you will be unworthy for needing a lesser life form to do your tasks. But also,
yeah,
you know,
fine, no problems. I will advise Kirsch of what I'm doing and why. I'm sure that they will sadly understand. We don't have any cargo, do we? Oh, I'll send them a list of the coffee pods.
Yeah, that'll go down well.
All the coffee types.
I mean, we haven't. No, just in a way, I'm attempting to be exceedingly detailed for them. So I just list a whole bunch of random shit.
Detailed.
Because we don't have any cargo, so we're okay on that front. And
we're not
I was
actually
just
doing anything dodgy, right? We're just passing
just
through.
Say we're going to Zelos on a pilgrimage to pay our respects to the judge.
Well, we do want to go from Zelos as well. We want to keep going to go to Mirror. We tell them we're stopping at Zelos. They'll be, great.
Yeah.
Park up right by that giant warship there.
Yeah.
Park in that giant warship while we line up our stormtroopers around your tiny ship.
And I'll be like, thanks for the help, sort of thing.
Tell them I'm retiring or something to Mira.
Yes, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Then they might be glad to get rid of me and let us through because I'm obviously some kind of fallen woman and they won't want me on their ship. Yeah. So they'll hopefully there we go. That's our play.
Okay.
And then I think I will start the Astro Nav computer on the calculations.
Are you going to start making your own calculations?
I mean, why would I think the Prior would give? They ask me about it, they'd be like, "Oh,
they're still going to charge you 5,000 bear as well if you ask them."
Yusuf, anything else you want to add or do? I guess we'll hide some stuff in places.
I don't think we've got anything that's really contraband. I might hide.
We don't know what's in those crates.
I mean, there's you.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm probably just going to kind of try and stay out of view and be fixing something, and like not be too visible.
Do you want some makeup or something to cover up some of the lines and
give him a spray tan?
I'm not sure they'll know what they are, to be honest. There's some kind of
Oh, I tell you what you
meathead
could do is
inspection crew.
just in random bits of the corridors, just spray like the markings of the icons.
I mean, you have got a chapel on the ship.
Oh, I
Let's
know,
not
I know.
forget that. Like, you can.
And that's where I'll be.
I'll probably be in
But yeah.
engineering.
It powered off.
Um,
And then we will just wait around.
Okay.
If they're more than a couple of hours, I'll try and like contact them back.
try and harass them.
No, I just like, did I do something wrong? Have I missed you?
All right. So you're putting, for the most part, real names on the manifest. We're declaring the Humanite and the.
I don't think I am actually, because
Skavarin.
we can dress Adia so you can't see they're a humanite.
Yeah,
I
they
just
can
list her as an attendant.
Okay. So
She's down as part of the crew, I think.
Adia is just a crew member, and then we list.
Shocked when I find out.
Shocked when you find out that Adia can breathe underwater. And
Well,
then
can we give Kirsch an option? Can we say, look, Kirsch, these people are arseholes. They're going to be objectionable. They're going to hate you. They would not count you as a person. How would you prefer we note you down on the form?
it's all human paperwork.
It's bullshit. It's wrong and it's evil, and you are a person.
I would in Skavarin, I would just make the right smell.
And that probably makes things easier. I'm sorry, I didn't consider your smells when I had the ship cleaned. That was insensitive of me.
It's okay. I've made it like the door opens and a waft comes out, and you're like, "It's good. Yeah, I've done."
Melts your makeup.
It smells right again. I'll not make it smell that bad in the kitchen. I promise. I keep my smells to myself. I don't care. But the paperwork. Yeah, I don't have the smells.
Put her down as an assistant.
Sure.
Engineer's assistant.
Yusuf's assistant.
That makes Yusuf the engineer.
So be it.
All right then. Yeah. Bounce that over. Like I said, I'll give it like about 2.5, 3 hours, because the astronav will be partly done by then, I think.
Okay.
I'm relying on you, Yusuf, because I would roll 4 dice for doing that. I'm hoping you would roll more.
4 dice.
Is that for the science?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even roll it.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, it's an advanced skill. I can't roll it either.
Actually, I don't have a level in it.
Here you go.
Does that mean we can't do it then? Okay.
Oh, we don't know. Kirsch and Adia might have some science.
Well, that's true, actually.
Look to the front of the book.
Space. No one can hear you smell. Damn it. We'll just have to ring Hamar up and get him to send it to us. This is our second time of being boarded by the Prior.
Yeah, it is.
I think there's some kind of card they stamp, and after a while you get like a free pass.
It's Shanaz's third time, I think.
Yeah. So this, Adia would be able to roll 5 dice for technology.
Okay.
Science roll, sorry.
I
Adia
was going to
would
say,
roll
yeah,
5.
tech I'm good at.
If you wanted them to do the roll.
Yes, because in case we have to book it, it's better than a blind jump.
It is always better than a blind jump, yes. All right. So while you're waiting, and just as Silsila gets twitchy, it's on a channel, right, that probably Silsila is keyed in through habit rather than actually using the comms kind of thing. It's a colonial agency like channel.
Oh, that's cool. I do have a separate comm unit that's interplanetary.
You get like a you get like a message and it's from a colonial agent who just gonna check something. You're laughing at me.
Yeah, I know it's the name generator.
It is the name generator. Yoons Chanda. Yoons. Colonial agent called Yoons. And he sends you a message. It's like, Silsila, is that you? I didn't expect to see your ID come up in the area. Look, if you're here, if it is really you, drop me a line. We should talk about what's happened since we last caught up. It'd be a big favour for me, pal. You could pay me back that bear you owe me. And it cuts off. It's got like a contact too.
So do I know this person?
I don't know. Do you? Do you want to know them? Or is this something out the blue?
I'll go for the mystery, I think, to be fair.
Okay.
I'm just... So you can type back, or do I have to say something?
It's not like it's just something they've recorded and sent. It's come from somewhere in the area, but they've not for whatever reasons opened a live call.
Okay, so there's no real way to reply to it.
You could send a message back. You
that's
could
fine.
call
I was
them.
going to say otherwise, I've got like open broadcast is like to the pariah, but so yeah, I'll reply back saying, "I remember that differently. Don't you owe me, bear?" And then I'll put SZ.
Okay.
I'll say yes.
And then you send your angry message to the.
No, it's just playful.
Oh, okay. Like you were aware the pariah have no sense of humor.
I'm replying to the colonial person.
Oh, the colonial. Like after you replied to the colonial agency, you were talking about replying to the order of pariah.
Yeah. Like if I can't reply, then I was just gonna like hold the talk button down and say, "Oh, this is Captain Silsila's a mill."
Okay. All right.
Well,
so,
yeah, I want to reply to the colonial person in a playful manner.
So Yoons sends you a text message back. It's not a like video message or a voice message. They send you a message back. It gives you a ship detail, and a like an ident, like a ship ident, like come and meet me at this ship, kind of thing.
Is there a location? Is it in?
Well, this ship is in the blockade. Yeah, they're waiting it out in the blockade.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I will, I guess, use my internal comm to talk to Kersh, Adia, Yusuf and Shanaz. Message out of the blue. Someone claiming to be from the colonial agency. They're stuck in the blockade as well and want me to go and meet them.
So we're going to park up next to them.
I think so, yeah. How far away are they?
Very far, a couple of 1,000 kilometers.
Okay.
I think they might be a smuggler trying to tout for business.
I mean, they knew my name, so I guess we'll go and find out. But if they're in the blockade, I wouldn't have thought they were a smuggler. So yeah, I'll just casually drift over there, I guess.
Okay. So as the ship starts to move from its holding position, you get an immediate comms from the order of the pariah. Kudat Patilla, please remain in your station. Please remain stationary. Boarding team is scheduled to meet. Any deviation from this location will be seen as aggressive moves.
Sorry, can I go and... I think I've got a friend waiting as well. Can I go and see them?
Negative. No contact with other ships is permitted. Remain at your station.
I can't talk to you.
They just cut it off. They're not. They're not in the mood for it. They're just like, no, negative. Do not dock or meet with other ships.
Okay. I guess I will message back saying, "Oh well, just got told to stay here after the inspection, I guess." And
the message comes back is they're not. If you've cleared inspection, they're not going to let you dock with anybody else.
Have you cleared inspection?
No.
How long have you been waiting here?
Weeks.
So they're not actually coming out to us. They're just saying, stay where you are.
What kind of ship are you in?
Their ship is like not as fast as yours. It's just like a transport ship. Probably like enough for a dozen people on board and a bunch of cargo and stuff.
How many of you are on that?
There's 6 of us to manage the ship.
Okay, I'll come back to you. What do you think, crew?
Can we see a pariah ship coming towards us?
You can see, like in the few hours you've been sort of sat here, there has been a ship that's docked, a pariah ship, that's docked with another ship, but only one other ship has been inspected, and it's still under inspection. Like the pariah is still connected to that ship.
This is some bureaucratic bullshit. Are we in range of any of their weaponry? Can you see a cruiser anywhere?
Yeah, there's like monastery cruiser either side of the portal station.
All right, but that's by the station.
Mm-hmm. But that's like in the monastery.
That's
cruisers.
Right by the portal. Yeah. But can they hit us? They're just going to tie us up here for weeks. Yeah. We're not going to get through this portal.
Let's just go. Let's move across. Let's just move across.
We can either try and fly our way out of this.
I mean, Silsilla's 100% down for that.
I mean, Silsilla could spacewalk.
I was actually going to suggest to the other guy that they spacewalked to us.
That might be a better idea.
Yeah. All right, then. I'm going to message back saying, all right.
Because that way, if it's all about the cargo, then sorry, mate, we've got other priorities. But if it's about getting people.
Yeah, I'll be like, I think we're going to leave quite soon. Why don't you suit up and come over?
There is like a delay. Like clearly they are considering this. And then they get understood. Stay still.
Stay still, understood.
Like
don't all come in one big line, yeah?
I'm gonna I'm gonna point myself at your spot and float through space for a couple of 1,000 and
it's like that bit in Mission to Mars.
Yeah.
They're all tied together.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all right then, yeah. We'll wait here.
All right, so you wait.
I'm intrigued.
After about an hour, like a very small blip is, and potentially because you've set your scans to like maximum fidelity style stuff, you're picking up little bits of debris and stuff floating through space, which you would ordinarily not care and tune out, which is potentially why nobody's bothered that suddenly a human goes past their ship. It's like, what's that dude in a spacesuit? What's that dude doing? That kind of stuff. And why the pariah are like, oh, it's a dead body. Of course it is. Space.
Cow. Send cow going the other way.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Eventually, like, you get somebody arrives. One person arrives.
Okay. Well, I will go in my pilot suit to go and meet them.
Okay.
But while they're in the airlock, do they look like they brought a weapon?
They're in like an exosuit.
Okay. I mean, yes, then basically.
Yes. Yeah.
So they could kill all of us.
Well, yeah, just like don't come anywhere near, and if they kill me, then shoot everything.
Right. So in like the
I'll
airlock...
back him up with my Vulcan carbine.
Okay, so it's Silsilla
around the corner.
Silsilla up front,
and
Yusuf like back.
If they're colonial marshal people, whatever, they're not going to frown on like we've got a bit of ship security. I'll just be there with a gun pointing down.
Okay.
In the background.
Sorry, I've just seen some of the comments in chat. Like if you get searched 10 times, you get free Musaa Kula.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Stamp card before.
Stamp card, yeah. So yeah, you
Item 234. I love that, by the way.
So this like the airlock cycle goes through, and you can like internal comms is like Kirsch is like, pretty sure he's ruined the outside. It's very dirty now, and Snaz made it clean, and that's not nice. Just grumbling about somebody climbing over the outside of the ship. But yeah, it goes through this cycle. When he comes out, you can see it is like a colonial agency exosuit. Like it is like much nicer or much better kit than the freighter that they details they gave you.
You're saying his Nan didn't knit it?
His Nan did not knit this exosuit, no.
Little do you know that Nan's an AI that makes shit out of Kevlar, but yeah.
That's great.
And like when they like step out, like they take off the exosuit, or at least like the waist up kind of thing. They are in like colonial agency uniform, not some sort of shitty freighter kind of look. And they like reach out to you, and they like
we'll do a handshake and stuff.
Yun's. I was pretty surprised to see anybody with the colonial agency comms receiving in this area. It's interesting to see your item pop up on the list. Aren't you retired?
On hiatus. I like to think that like it's Silly Z, Colonial Space Marine call sign.
Yeah. I've got you listed as retired, but you're out here, and he's clearly trying to phrase it in a way like because of his, like Yusuf is like
special assignment, probably the closest I'm allowed to say. This is Yusuf.
And he's like...
He's,
So you say special assignment. And he's like, so, Alim has sent you then. You are... I was going to ask you for an assist, but the agency has sent you?
Do I know that name? Because it sounds suspiciously like Naz's temple contact.
No, it's not. Or at least it's like the name, the Dave equivalent of a name.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Hey, we've got some great coffee. You want some?
Yeah, coffee would be good. So, like, what is Alim tasked you with? Like, what's the scope here? What's the clearance? I'll tell you if you.
Hey, boss! I'll go and I'll head back up to the bridge now that we know there's no hostile intent, and I'll wander off.
You saw like the big sort of.
All right then. So I guess that Silsilla would know how to answer that better than Graham would.
Yeah. So
and like, Silsilla's lied quite a bit about just driving the bus.
Yeah. Do you give him like is this a Shepherd book moment where you give him like amazing clearance that, like, if not saying Adia or Kirsch or Shanaz or anybody is watching over the internal comms we've established exist on this ship to spy on people moving around, but if they were, would they be like, I didn't think it went up to ultraviolet? Do you give them that level of clearance, or do you give him something like green?
No, I think I'll go like upper third.
Okay, so you give them like maroon clearance kind of thing, and Yun's is like, okay, maybe that's why it explains like you're retired then. All right, and as you get into as you get into the kitchen, he's like, a space Tassimo, you must have good clearance.
Man, I'll point at the pods. They ship me like 40 of these every week.
Really? Well, you must have like dropped...
where I said I'll be. I don't always get them. Often I don't go where I say.
Oh, just tell them. Anyway, he looks and he's like,
two together, it's the best.
I have to tell you, like, we haven't been able to get through the blockade. We were supposed to get to We were supposed to get to the Sadal to extract the VIP, but we just haven't made it through the blockade. They've kept us here way past our window. We're not certain whether we've been marked as colonial agency or whether we've just been too good in our disguise. Like, we're not getting through. If you're here and you have a better way through, we don't know if Kai. We don't know if Ambassador Kai is still alive. We've had no contact with their security detail.
Texting behind my back to Shinaz, Amber, Kai, who.
We do have a number of other contacts in the area, but we're so heavily monitored by the pariah here, we can't reach out and send anything that would go beyond the system. Like, they would see it coming. We'd have to route it through.
Have you got a portal jump done?
Have we got the community? Well, we have, but they won't work for this. The mass of our freighter is vastly different than yours.
Yeah, that's not what I want.
But you want our data?
No. What I think,
You want your scientist.
I was, assuming you're okay and bring the rest of your friends over, we'll use your freighter as a distraction while we get away in this kind of faster ship.
You want me to bring Micro over here?
And then
what happens when they come to inspect this ship and we're all here?
Gonna go before.
We're gonna run the portal?
Oh yeah.
And he just looks at you in like and that's the agency's, and he sits down at the table, like leans back and is like, are we getting that desperate against these guys? Is everything, and he's like, that's the plan? You bring a little fast ship and we all run the portal?
It's not the plan so much as it's a plan.
Yeah.
Like, he is shocked.
A few weeks ago, we did exactly the same thing. No bother whatsoever. This time, it'll work better because we've got your freighter as a distraction.
You're gonna...
Yeah, they've got to run the line one way and we run for the gate directly.
Okay.
Ship their people across.
All right. I will... Okay. Understood. Get the guys over here. And he's like, maybe he sits down and he wants to spend some time to know exactly the timings and the plan and stuff, so he can go back to his ship and set up the right autopilots and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay then. So I'll give him a coffee. I'll tell him I've just got to check on my crew because, Yusuf has said that everything's okay, but I need to let everybody else know before someone swings in through the ceiling or some bullshit. But yeah, have a coffee. Back in 5 minutes.
And he's like, understood. What rank does he call you by? Is it captain? He just call you captain, or does he have an additional commandant?
Field marshal.
Let me see.
Father captain.
Yeah, we'll settle for captain. I don't think Silver would have a military rank. More of a.
So he goes to say something else and goes, no problem, and then stops and says, no problem, captain. Understood, captain. Like that kind of thing. And he sits there, he takes a sip of the espresso he's just been poured from the space Tassimo, and shakes his head and is like, oh, it's so good, man, so good. And you leave.
I walk out thinking, if you'd have been here when the lizard was here, I wonder what the fuck they would have said then. So I'm just gonna comms Shinaz, Adi,
I mean, you
Kirsch.
could. There's probably Shinaz, Adi, and Kirsch and Yusuf all on the bridge going, Who is he? Is he just, that kind of all watching you?
Mm-hmm.
So you can all meet on the bridge.
That's cool. And we'll use the cameras to make sure it doesn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd just be honest, say, look, these guys, like, my corneal communicator's always on. They found the frequency. They're doing something with Ambassador Kia. They don't know if they're still alive. They're supposed to go and rescue them. They think that I'm still working for the agency. And I figured we'd help them out. And plus, we got to blast through this blockade anyway, so using their freighter as a distraction, pretty cool.
Make everything a lot easier.
Yeah.
As Silsila mentions Ambassador Kai, it might pick up Shanaz's ears.
Client 57.
No. Well, it might have been. But
I've been watching the blacklist. I've got a number.
Everybody's got a number. Desaran Kai is a very important diplomat. Sidebar somewhere. And actually one of the members of the Coriolis Council. They sit.
Oh, Desaran Kai, yes, of course. Yeah, I met him at Darth Faisal's party. Yes, poor thing.
Darth Faisal. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, we need him. One for the collection.
They take a seat for the consortium, but also the consortium seat that represents the colonial authority, a colonial agency. And they it's interesting that they're talking about him here, because normally if you were to leave Coriolis, it'd be on the bulletin and it'd be a big thing, but there was nothing.
Not if he did a stealth.
Well, he's clearly come on some sort of secret mission, and it sounds like it's gone not according to plan in some way or another, because there's a freighter with a few colonial agents trying to get this colonial agent, or thinking this colonial agent has come to do more stuff for them.
Okay then, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to tell him to bring the friends, any weapons or equipment you think is good. I'll tell him that, I can't tell him what my mission is, but I can say that the last thing we did was destabilize a small moon.
So Yuns nods and he's like, okay, good. I've got our portal information for you if you want.
I don't need it. I just need you to set your ship off. Put a timer on for however long it takes you to get here, plus 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then.
And you want us to just
start
come?
our Azigans, as we like to call them. Yours will kick off straight after. Hopefully, they'll be too busy arguing for which way to go. We'll hammer our way through. Oh, Pete, you're on mute.
We should get their ship to go first.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll go after them, and then we can just go sneaky.
Yusuf, can you make a science roll?
No.
You try a science roll. You're allowed to try.
I don't have the skill.
No, it's an advanced skill.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Can someone roll 5 dice for Adia?
I think Ben should do it as combat less and get to roll less dice.
It's not combat.
I know, but we're in combat more and we roll a lot of dice. And I'm going to fly, so I roll dice then.
I'm not used to rolling so few dice. Only one success.
All right. So up on the bridge, this data packet comes because like Yuns has sent the stuff over, and Adia looks at it and they are like, boss, this packet, it's not calculating for Zalos. They want to go somewhere else.
Oh, good.
Are we sure we're on the same mission as them?
Oh, now.
Um,
I mean, considering all our missions are fake, having a real one is fine.
yeah, but yeah, Adia realizes.
Well, we got to go to Zalos, right?
Yeah, but they're not.
We're going to
No, where are they
Mira.
going? Where are they going?
And they scroll through the stuff.
Mhm.
This jump is for Arai.
Arai.
Which is the start of the Sadal route. Like they're basically going left when you want to go right, when you're going right.
I will look at Silsila.
Silsila's
Don't
down
know.
talking to Yuns.
You know
Oh,
damn
yeah.
well what Sil's say anyway.
So Yuns back down in like the canteen is like, okay, so we'll set our ship to head for the portal. We'll give it everything we can.
Set it to like drift and give him a bearing away from us, and then 90 seconds after drift, hammer to. Because they go from hey you, what you doing? Hey you, what you doing? I'll launch a couple of ships there. Oh no, everyone put their attention there.
Okay. We'll set that up. We'll have that, and then we're gonna gun for the. All right. Okay. Got it, boss. Yeah. Sure. And he suits back up. Heads down to the cargo bay. Suits back up. We watch the thing, and he does his, 40-minute tiny spacewalk of. Hopefully, I'll hit the barn door.
Yeah. Boss.
Yusuf.
They want to go left while we're going right.
I mean, we get the ambassador, and almost everything we're doing on Mira was fake anyway, apart from Shanaz going to see people.
But
but the
that'll
other
wait.
The other
The
point
ambassador.
is, sorry, I'm just talking over you then, Ben.
No, it's okay. Just saying the ambassador needs to be a priority. It's not just an ambassador. He sits on the Coriolis Council for the
consortium.
Consortium.
I don't even think Valence will be mad at us for running away. I know his name isn't Valence.
And we can go back there and do that later.
It's fine. We'll get the ambassador. If
Let's
we need to, we can go round by Mira and you can drop me off, whatever it takes. I'll hitchhike if I have to.
I mean, we can pick up the ambassador and then, he can come with us at our leisure.
That's also true. He'll be safer that way.
Yeah.
So Adia from the back goes, so the 4 hours of calculations we've just done to go right are useless. And we're going to go left? Do we have 4 hours to make another set of calculations?
I thought, no, it shouldn't. Has she done it yet?
Well, that's what you said. You're going to start the thing.
Yeah.
Doing the calculations.
She was running the calculations for our trip to Zalos.
Okay.
And we're not going to Zalos now.
Okay, well, just calm the guy and tell him to wait a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just add 4 hours extra into the scenario so they're not suddenly going off and we're like, we're not ready,
Okay.
Just say we had a problem with the calculations, we've got to run it again. Don't tell them we plotted the wrong course.
Okay. Before, I guess it's time to finish, isn't it? So actually, nothing that can wait. But yeah.
Okay. So, like Adia throws papers in the air as they walk back to the bridge. Yeah. And goes back to calculating. We send a message to Yuns. Add 4 hours on. We're going to try and do the maths for a better jump. And next week we will run the portal.
All right.
Yeah.
Go on a completely different mission. Yes, shenanigans.
It's so us, isn't it? We're on a mission. We're going to follow through on this one. Fuck it, something
on
else came up.
four missions, like Varian, Red Spider, our own. No, 3 missions.
Yeah. Gonna go left instead of right. I love it, literally. Cool. It is. Yeah. Thank you very much for pointing out how late it was. I didn't realize I was having too much fun. But yeah, that's all the time we've got for this week. We have to stop at some point. We can't play all night. Where are we? We are Tuesday. What is happening this week? Because I've had a week off, so I've forgotten all the things. Tuesdays we finished this. There's no North America tonight. Wednesdays.
Jim, Traveller.
Are we heading back to be
Pirates of
Pirates this week?
Yes,
good.
indeed.
Pirates of Drynax, and something about Bob, and something Privateers of Penzance.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad I'm up to speed with that. That's Wednesdays. Yep. Thursdays. Are we doing some pod racing?
I think we're doing Fractured Empire with the Phoebus Memorial Run on
Phoebus
Malice
Memorial Run.
Yep.
Excellent.
So that should be good.
I'm looking forward to Roger
pod racing
when he has no
well, there's
piloting.
a rescue going on, and let's not fuck it up in the background.
I think we should land the ship in the pod race. That'd be great.
And Los Americanos are doing Ashton Cthulhu
Shadows
again this week.
Shadows Search something Atlantis.
Shadows of
something
Atlantis.
Stuff of Atlantis.
Something profit. That's good. Getting really good podcast downloads. That one is. Yeah. People are enjoying the old Achtung Cthulhu. If you want a slightly better update on what we're doing, what's happening on Garblag this week, that isn't me just going, I think this is happening. Come and join us on Discord, because that's where all the good stuff is talked about. Beautiful pancakes were shown earlier today in the food channel, and many dice in tavern today. Do come and join us. If you want to see the ship sheet that we were talking about earlier, that's over on the Patreon. Not only is that on Patreon, but there is loads of other fun free stuff as well. Maps, world, mountain things that are creepy and
stuff
crawly.
And things.
And then if you have the spare dollars, patronize us and get even more stuff. All the way up to exploring World Mountain at the minute with Gaming with a Garblag. Explore. If you're watching
on
this Saturday.
Yep.
Well, folks could watch this on YouTube instead. They could be gaming with you, Pete. Gosh, that's amazing. If you are watching on YouTube, please do a comment or a thumbs up or something, and come and like us on Twitch. And you are watching on Twitch, head over to YouTube and do the stuff as well. So close to the next milestone in YouTube subscribers. It's
nearly
fabulous.
At 5K.
All right. But I'm going to stop yabbering and take my yabbering to Discord. Thank you very much for playing with us this week. I missed you all. Goodbye.
Bye.